no time, no money, debt, stress. This is not called building a business. This is called the trap of self-employment, where you've created an environment to give yourself a job, but you're not able to pay yourself consistently. I know thousands of entrepreneurs who start a business, who hire people, who pay salaries on time, but are not able to pay themselves consistently, and instead are sitting and doing the work that their team members are supposed to be doing. This is a trap. This is poison. This will drain away your energy and resources and get you to believing that this is the way life is. This is how business is supposed to be, and accept this suffering as a way of life. Now, I'm going to answer the question in today's video on how do you take your business on the autopilot mode. The first element, if we are talking about putting your business on an autopilot mode, is for you to realize that you cannot be the best on your team. If you are the best on your team as a business owner, that's the worst for your business, because naturally then you get involved in every activity, in every idea, in every decision, and in every action. While you may be proud of your capabilities, of your prowess, of your passion, of your persistence, of your commitment, let me tell you something. You don't have to be a superhero who's saving the day every single day in your business and firefighting in crisis mode. The truth about successful businesses is that in successful businesses, the hero is not the owner. The hero is the team. So the first element when it comes to putting your business on autopilot mode, no price for guessing, is to build teams. Now the question is, when we say teams, it's a broad term. It's a generic term. What kind of teams do we need to build? There are two elements we need to develop in people for them to have the capability to replace us so that the activities are not dependent on us. Those two elements are this. You need to build teams which are committed and which are competent. What do I mean by committed and competent? Think about this. If you have people who have the knowledge, who have the skills, who have the talent, who have the capability to produce a result in a particular job task, but they are not committed. They do what they want, when they want, how they want. They don't fill reports. They don't submit reports. They don't come to office on time. They don't even listen to you. They carry an ego and they walk around with a lot of pride and look down upon other team members in office. Let me tell you something. That is the category of people who may be competent, but they are not committed. And when you have such people who are not committed, naturally what happens is you as a business owner cannot trust them, and you get involved in every sales meeting, you get involved in every project with every client, because your fear is, what if this capable fellow leaves my business tomorrow and takes the customer and goes away? So let me have a direct relationship with the customer. What I want you to understand is, this is the trap that puts you back in self-employment. You need team members who are committed, who are honest, who are loyal, who are hardworking, who are caring, who are humble, who are grounded. Now, only commitment is not good enough. Apart from commitment, your team members also need to be competent. What do I mean by competent? Think about it. If you hire a salesperson, the salesperson may be extremely hardworking. They may make 50 outbound calls a day. They may go do door-to-door sales with 20, 30 doors. But if they don't have the skill set to understand the customer's requirements, to pitch your products or services, to be able to handle the customer's objections, to make the offer and negotiate with the customer and close the deal, then all that commitment is actually going down the drain. You need people who have the required skill, knowledge, and expertise for that particular job role. So the key when it comes to building teams is this, is to check whether your team members have the mix of commitment and competence or not. Because even if one of these elements is missing, you get dragged in, you get involved. In fact, think about it. Right now in your business, any department or any activity where you have a committed and competent team member, your involvement is less in that activity because you have the trust in that person, in their intention and in their capabilities, and that's why you're not involved in it. So when it comes to putting your business on an autopilot mode, the first element is to build committed and competent teams in every single activity of your business, in marketing, in sales, in operations, in accounts, in human resources, in management. Only then the owner dependency will reduce. Now let's go to the second element. Apart from building committed and competent teams, the second element that will allow your business to go on an autopilot mode is the element of building systems. Now, when I talk about building systems, I'm sure you've heard many people saying, build systems, don't be a people-dependent business, build a system-driven business, but nobody tells you what type of systems do you need. Here's what you need. You need 3 types of systems. You need systems to set goals in every activity of your business. You need systems to track goals in every activity of your business. And you need a system to achieve goals in every activity of your business. Only when you have systems to set, track, and achieve goals do you have holistic systems in place. Now, the truth about systems is this. Your systems need to be simple and sustainable. Let me elaborate these 2 words for you. Think about it. Systems does not mean that you use some complex software which can be controlled only by a tech genius. If it's going to be complicated, then it's going to fail. Systems have to be simple. Only then people will follow them. Only then will the system sustain. A lot of times I've seen business owners fall into the traps of expensive, complex softwares in the name of building systems. The truth is this: if your system cannot be run on pen and paper, then anything that you're doing is overcomplicated. You can automate it using technology, but it should be simple enough where people's time is not getting sucked into data entry jobs. People need time to do their work. The system cannot become a hindrance to their work. Now, when I talk about systems, one of the biggest objections business owners have is they say, Rajiv, I don't have the money to build systems. But let me tell you the truth. You don't need money first to build systems. You need knowledge to build systems. Think about it. If I told you, I will give you the money, tell me what system will you build? Do you have an answer right now? Chances are 9 out of 10 people watching this video will go into clueless mode of saying, I don't know which system to build. So please understand, your problem is not lack of money. Your problem is lack of knowledge. And to give you knowledge on what type of systems to build, I have created a 40-minute training exclusively for you, which I'm going to give away to you for free. The link of that training is available in the description below. More than 25,000 micro, small and medium enterprise business owners have learned from this 40-minute training and have benefited from it to build a scalable, profitable business by setting up teams, systems, and the third element that I'm going to be talking to you in some time. So make sure you click on that link in the description and watch that 40-minute training, because that training will change the course of your life and give you absolute clarity and empower you with the knowledge that you need to be able to build simple systems that everybody can follow. Only then it will be sustainable systems, because that's when people will be consistent with those systems. Now, while building teams and systems can reduce owner dependency and improve action consistency of various activities in your business and allow you to build a stable business, the third element, which I'm going to mention here, is going to accelerate your business growth even when it's on autopilot. And the third element is for you to build strategy. Now, when I talk about strategy, I want you to understand what is the difference between a system and a strategy. A system is a step-by-step mechanism of how to produce a particular result, how to execute the right strategy to produce a particular result, whereas a strategy is an approach of producing a particular result. For example, if I want to sell, let's just say, this marker, there are various strategies to sell this marker. I could sell this marker by listing this marker on different e-commerce marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart or Zoozle. Or I could run ads on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube and on Facebook and promote this marker. Or I can appoint distributors and dealers who can sell this marker across different geographies. Or I could join a business referral networking organization and ask fellow members to refer me to people who would like to buy this marker. All of these are various strategies. The key is to identify which strategy is most profitable and which strategy is magnetic. When I identify which strategy is most profitable and most magnetic, then for implementing that strategy consistently, I need to build simple and sustainable systems, and I need to delegate the work to committed and competent team members. That's the secret sauce of putting your activities on autopilot mode. Now, I just gave you an example of sales strategies, but for every single function in your business, be it marketing, be it operations, be it hiring, be it accounts, you need to have profitable and magnetic strategies. Now, profitable is a word that is self-explanatory, which means what? When I execute that strategy, it should make me money. It should not guzzle money out from my pocket. It should bring money in for me in proportion to the money I may be investing in that strategy. It should be profitable. The other element of an effective strategy is it needs to be magnetic. What do I mean by magnetic? Think about it. Magnetic strategies are strategies where your customer comes running after you rather than you running after the customer. Because let's face it, when you run after the customer, the more you run after them, the more they run away from you. And this is not just relevant to customers. This is also relevant to you attracting talent for you to hire for your workplace. When you run after people, they run away from you. So how can you create magnetic strategies in hiring? How can you create magnetic strategies for your customers in marketing and sales? How can you create magnetic strategies in operations to attract suppliers because they should want to work with you? That's the game of building a scalable, profitable business which can go on the autopilot mode. So these are the three elements of building a business and taking it on an autopilot mode. You've got to build teams which are committed and competent, systems which are simple and sustainable, and strategies which are profitable and magnetic where people come running after you. I hope you get the direction that you need to take to be able to start working on your business so that you can prepare it for it to go on an autopilot mode. And I want you to click on the link in the description below and complete that 40-minute training where I break down for you these three elements in a lot more detail and use that mechanism to grow your business on an autopilot mode. I look forward to seeing you in that training and see you in my next video.